Click. Adam Sandler, Christopher Walken, Kate Beckinsale. But not a remarkable film. On the contrary, critics on average have the important ones, not yours truly, have rated it awfully. It has 30 or so out of 100. In the red zone, danger, don't watch. And I must confess that I didn't really see much of it. Yes, it has been there before, on television years ago. And then I also saw elements, passages, some other passages last night, enough to see that you can try the Hamlet quote, there's nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so, and try and find some philosophy underneath to look at significance. I'm thinking the way Jordan Peterson, one of the thinkers of the age, rising academic star, is talking about Pinocchio, which is a recurring theme in his lectures. A mantra, Maleficent also. He talks about the fact that the parents do not invite Maleficent to the baptizing, I think it was, of their daughter, and that's a symbol. He talks more importantly about the symbols, the psychological significance of Bible stories, and important books about Dostoevsky, Nietzsche. He speaks a lot. And Maleficent signifies the fact that parents keep their children in a bubble. He doesn't use these words, but I hope I get the message. And keep them insulated from anything outside, and thus they're very vulnerable. They're not tough. They're not ready for the world. Hence, Sleeping Beauty, and so on. So here you could look for what this would mean. The character in the protagonist in Click has a remote control, and he can fast forward, he can move back. He's shown the making of with his parents making him like rabbits, as Christopher Walken says. He's the figure explaining the way the system works, the remote control and all that. He's the one admiring his wife, Kate Beckinsale. And then, yes, there will be some messages in there, even if movies more or less, let's not be too tough and say garbage or crap, but it's pretty much useless. For instance, he's about to have sex with his wife, beautiful Kate Beckinsale again, admired by the Christopher Walken character, and he doesn't want to give her a massage. He doesn't want to go through the foreplay required by her and, let's say, women in general. And, brutal, insensitive, and they just want to get into it, figuratively and literally. So what he does is he goes fast forward. He fast forward over meal with the family and the parents, and then fast forward when there's a lot of screaming, which we have here because they've opened illegally, unofficially, a house of horrors, and then in the evening there's screaming to high heaven or dark hell. I guess it's the latter, dark hell. So he will fast forward through that, and the humor is dubious if there is, but then, as I said, there's an invitation to think about this. I mean, it's important to go through all the stages, to be there, to be present, to enjoy the moment, smell the roses, savor, reminisce, and imagine the best possible future. And it's not good to just skip, fast forward through all this. That's one of the few things left out of such a comedy, I guess.